Virgo, how are you? Welcome to your March 2016 readings. I don't really have anything to say, so I'm just going to go ahead and get right into it. Okay, we're going to start with your love reading, and then we'll move into your general. Very interesting reading. Okay. Well, I feel like you are going through some sort of completion. Okay, there's some phase in your life, in some area, most likely your relationship area, that is coming to a close and allowing for a new beginning. That's the essence of the world, right? Something is feeling complete. Something is feeling like it's wrapping up, it's finishing up, and things are going to begin in a new direction. I don't know how well maybe you're handling that. It might be something more difficult, more challenging. The Ten of Swords, if you have kids and they're starting to move out of the house, maybe things are affecting you on that level. If you are, sort of dating someone and maybe it's really just not working out and you decide to maybe end it, maybe that's affecting you as well. So it could apply in many different areas of your love life, but I do see it, even the tens though, the number tens, they do also indicate the ending, right? Ace through 10 is the end of the numbers, and 9 and 10. So there's definitely a lot of completion going on, and then you have, even 10 here. Oh wow, you have 3 tens, I just realized. So certainly something is changing. And then you have the pages here, which honestly, even though this is a relationship reading, I don't necessarily get that these are someone else. I'm picking up that it's really you and your energy and your new mindset, your new approach to life, perhaps. I think with the wands, let's move into the wands, because there's certainly a lot going on in you, emotionally, mentally, and in a relationship. These swords, and I always say this, these can be very difficult for others to penetrate, right? For you to let others in, they have to work with this. They have to deal with this guardedness, this protection that you have over the things that you've built. I think you have a lot of hesitation to allow this period of time to really come to a close. And maybe you might be hanging on to it a little bit too hard, a little bit too strongly, instead of allowing yourself to open up to the new possibilities that can really be out there. I see even the star here, which is a very promising, very beautiful card, and directly in line with the devil. But let me go through that. Oh, I just see major arcana directly in line as well. I think you have a very clear idea of what it is you want in your life in general, what it is you want from your relationship, from someone that you're dating. It doesn't have to be so grandiose, right? It could be just, what do I want from this person I'm getting to know? Do I want a more serious relationship? Yes or no? Or if you are in a relationship or a marriage or something like that, and you have a bigger picture in mind for what it is or where you see that relationship going, I think you are being very, and this isn't necessarily a bad thing, you're being very stubborn and not allowing that to change, not allowing that to budge. Again, it's not necessarily a bad thing, but I do think you might be holding yourself hostage a little bit to the possibilities of what it could be. What if your idea of your vision, your life, what it is you see for your life, what if the universe has in store for you something much, much better? What if the universe has in store for you something that you couldn't ever have even dreamed or ever even imagined? Maybe the new beginning, right? The new, like the new phase that you're about to embark upon is maybe challenging. I'm not going to say that. It might require a lot of work. It might require a lot of attention and a lot of effort and energy from both you and your partner. But why not open yourself to the opportunity? You have the page energies, which tells me there is a part of you, that you're almost being forced to go through a new beginning, right? Again, I think you're hesitant to move forward. You're clinging on to an idea of what the idea is not bad, right? The wish and the things that you want, those things aren't bad, but it's just that element of change that you're feeling a little bit resistant to. But the Page of Wands, Page of Swords, very curious, adventurous type of energy, very open to possibilities. Now, these can indicate communication coming in, especially the Page of Swords. This can indicate travel, on a more superficial level. And it can indicate something that happens or comes into your life that can change the course or change your mindset or change the way you think about something. And it can change your ambitions, the goals and the endeavors that you seek. The Page of Wands indicates change. It shows me that you are undergoing a internal change within you. Again, albeit hesitantly, it's an inevitability, right? This world, major arcana, they're inevitabilities. They are the universe intervening, coming in and saying, you know what, whether you like it or not, something is ending and something new is beginning. But don't worry, because it's going to be great. You'll love it. Will it require you to let go of some of the ideas and the boundaries that you have? Yes, absolutely. Not to say that there's any... Actually, I just lost that thought. Yeah, it totally escaped me. I don't know where I was going. But I just kind of wanted to look at the star, the world, and the devil. It's interesting with the devil down at the bottom, because I think you might see that new path, you might see that universe intervention as being a struggle, as being something that you have to do, and not something that's directly in line with that big picture for your life. Again, Ten of Swords. It's not something you're quite happy about. It's not something you're like jumping for joy about. And your relationship might be moving into new areas and you're just happy being where you are. You're happy, maybe there's someone in your life that you care about deeply and that you want something more with. And maybe the universe says, no, I'm going to bring in someone new. And it's going to be difficult for you to let that original person go despite the fact that there is a lot of promise and opportunity with that new person, okay? And especially if it's someone that, you know, you care about and they aren't necessarily giving you what you want, to move on from something like that can be a little bit challenging. And if it is someone new, and I just think you might not recognize them, you might not appreciate them for who and what they are and what they can bring in terms of success and happiness and victory in your own life and what it is you want for your life. You might see that change as more of a burden, as more of a frustration, as more of a, you know, I think you'll have a hard time changing your mindset. And even though, I don't want you to think this is an incredibly negative reading, because it's really not. It's really actually preemptive in that if something comes in and you are feeling like you're just not really ready to change, this might just be a reminder to say, okay, well, maybe I'm really supposed to. Maybe I'm supposed to change. I'm supposed to change my path. I'm supposed to change my ideas, change my bigger picture, to maybe be open to the possibility of either someone else or a new direction in our life together, a new overall goal, you know, chance for retirement. You know, maybe you're not ready to retire, but it's really, you know, you should, or people are pressuring you to retire. You know, it can apply to all different phases of a relationship, right? So let me go ahead. I'm doing something different with these readings now. I'm actually pulling out 3 additional cards instead of just one. This is a very standard spread. It's called the Spirit Guide spread. It's, you know, where positions don't necessarily have specific meanings. It's just more about the information and how it flows together. But for me to pull out 1 additional card seems like it's a little bit lacking, so I've started to pull out 3. Just a moment. Again, with the page energies, again, there's really something new on the horizon for you. 3 pages, 3 tens. You know, I think truly new things are around the corner. And this, you know, if you look at the suits, you know, sometimes this can indicate a new job opportunity or a new work opportunity coming in. This can indicate, like I said before, travel or a new adventure or a new passion entering your life. Could mean a person as well, but I'm getting 3 pages. I do see that all 3 of these are the same energy. I'm leaning more towards that they are you, especially now that we pulled out this king here. This king, the holder of your heart, some person, man or woman, that is a significant part in your life. Perhaps someone that you know already, if it's not your partner. King of Cups. The holder of your heart, the holder of success, the holder of life. Now this may be someone new coming in, but again, 2 of Wands. Transformation, change, visualization, reevaluating, re-examining that path that you're on, and setting new expectations, new horizons, new ideas for what it is you want in your life. Goes perfectly with the world and the star. And I think this person is very much involved in that big picture. If this is just someone that you're dating, maybe you've been dating for a while, he becomes a part of your future. If this is your husband or wife, he or she is reaffirmed, and their position in your future is reaffirmed. And your path, your direction together is also reaffirmed. So a very interesting reading, not the most romantic reading, but definitely a lot of changes within you, and a lot of changes, and I think there might be some truth that comes in, the Page of Swords, truth and innocence, and creative, free thinking mind, some truth that comes in that it might reaffirm your position, that might reaffirm, okay, it's time to close this chapter. As much as you don't want to, as much as you don't like it, it's going to come in, and it might release you. Ultimately, it will release you from a lot of the swords again, and it will free you up. It will open you up to allow for someone to come in, okay, or allow for a new reconnection with your partner. Virgo general reading. I feel like this is almost the same type of reading, to be honest with you. I think there might be a little bit of focus on your career, okay? Not necessarily, it can apply to other areas of your life, but with the presence of the Pentacles here, I think maybe there's more of a financial element to this. However, it can carry on into the relationship area as well. It can carry on into family and health and things like that. So please use your discretion as I go through this reading, and apply it as you see fit. Again, one of the last things I said in that last reading was some truth might come in, and that was just like a very last minute thing that sort of came out, and I see that very strongly here with the Ace of Pentacles, or I'm sorry, Ace of Swords. A piece of information, or an understanding, or an acceptance of a situation that allows you to really feel free. Okay, sometimes the lack of acceptance in our life holds us prison. It can be like that Ten of Swords, and I think now is the time for you to really have a fresh start. Okay, I don't think it's going to be so welcome. It's going to be maybe a truth that you don't like, whether it's about, if you're working for a company that's maybe struggling a little bit, and that company there's rumors or something sort of brewing about laying people off, and again, I'm not trying to take a negative tone, because this can also be a very positive reading as well. But in that, scenario, that will all come to light. The information, you will have the information about what it is you need to do. And I think it's going to be, okay, that world from that last reading I'm showing as almost the Tower as well. And it's not going to be a slow transition, okay? This truth is going to smack you hard. It's going to come in, it's going to be abrupt, it's going to shake up your mind, because really that lack of truth has been the foundation for the way you've been living your life. It's maybe a hope that you've been hanging on to that now you finally realize, okay, it's either not worth hanging on to, or it will morph into something really, really great, okay? So whatever a change, good or bad, a change is going to occur. I do see, sorry, my stomach's grumbling, I haven't had breakfast yet. I see, again, 4 of Cups, 7 of Pentacles, that sense of disengagement and dissatisfaction. I think the reason why I'm kind of going negative with some of the examples that I'm giving is purely because of the presence of these 2 cards, okay? It's purely because this has a sense of dissatisfaction, and it's not the way you thought it was going to be. You feeling guarded, you feeling cut off, you feeling like no matter what the world hands you, you're just really not interested. Again, a sense of hesitation on your part to accept this truth, to accept this information. Now, there might be news of career things coming in, you know, a promotion of some sort. Are these getting cut off? I'm trying, this table's very narrow. I try not to cut them off, but hopefully you can see. So again, news of a promotion, but it might not necessarily be a promotion that you expect. It might be something different. It might be a transfer from one location to another. It might be deciding to start your own business, and again, that idea of starting your own business may be shaken or challenged at some point. Although regardless, I do see some financial elements here coming in. But almost like same as that last reading, for me, the 10 of Cups and the 6 of Wands are really, really similar. This is a victory over these challenges, right? And I'm wondering if this Tower doesn't have some tie to an institution of some sort. Doesn't have some tie to, you know, the corporation you work for, the institution of marriage or relationships. You know, it's going to have some tie to something greater than you. It's going to be something that definitely feels out of your control, okay? And something that you need to just follow. You need to just faithfully follow in the direction that the universe is guiding you, faithfully. While you might not be happy about it, it's important for you to just move in or move on and take the next logical steps. You know, again, even here, the Knight of Pentacles, you are steady, you are standing still, you are hesitant to move forward, hesitant to accept. The problem is when these come in, when these towers come in, tied to this, you know, tied to this, even connected with this, it's coming no matter what, and it's going to cause success in the long run. It's going to cause happiness in the long run. This is a thing that this is something the universe must do to get you back to where you're supposed to go, to where you're supposed to be. And ultimately it will be good. It will be, I feel like this is exactly the same reading, so I apologize. I can only read the cards the way they come out. I was hoping for something with a little bit more information, a little bit different, but ultimately it's almost exactly the same reading. So that just tells me that it's prominent, right? This is going to be a focus for you over the next month or so. And the Magician just tying with the aces. The strength of those aces, the strength of that truth, the strength of that opportunity that comes in, which can maybe only amplify the strength of this tower that comes in as well. And okay, I'm not going to say any more. I'm going to just pull some more cards. I feel like I'm talking in circles. Page of Pentacles coming out again. So a more career leaning, thing, message. There may be a promotion, there might be an increase, a raise, some financial increase that you take. I see more of maybe a little bit more responsibility coming in your way. Now I feel like this truth is coming in regards to this person being the same energy. Well, it doesn't necessarily have to be the same energy. It can be someone else. I was going to say the same as that King of Cups, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. But some truth about this person, maybe a fire sign, maybe not, it's the cups before, so it depends. But someone that you respect, someone that you look up to, someone that means a lot of change for you, that means a lot of promise, I guess. Okay? And I think while this Tower and this Ace of Swords might prove challenging, you have and you are being blessed with the strength to overcome. The perseverance, the willpower, whatever it takes, you have the right mental abilities to overcome those challenges. Now, whether or not you do, or whether or not you retreat and allow this to get the best of you, doesn't necessarily mean, I think regardless, you will have a victory. You will. And I wouldn't be so concerned about this, and just keep in mind that this is a necessity in your life. At this point in time, this is a necessity. It is something that you must accept, and it's something you must work with and deal with, and understand that it only brings better things, even though it might not feel like it, right? So, okay, I think that's it for you guys. So thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you next month. Thanks.